Hello, dear listener. Settle in and let the day slip away. The stars are out, and it's time for a story. Find a soft pillow, a warm blanket. Tonight's tale is gentle with a touch of mystery. It's a story for the edge of sleep, just for you. Let the words be a lullaby, guiding you to rest. Take a deep breath. Inhale calm, exhale worry. Let the world outside fade. There's nothing to do but listen or let your mind drift. Bedtime stories ask for little but offer much. Imagine a faraway land, a place lost to time. Snow falls like powdered sugar from the sky. Our mystery begins in a small, quiet village. Let's travel there together, in our minds, to a place called Dorwin Hollow. Are you ready? Then let us begin. Shh! The story is starting now. Let your imagination wander. Welcome to Dorwin Hollow. Imagine stepping back in time to the vast Canadian wilderness, early 1900s. A time when the land held a different kind of magic, untouched and untamed. Endless forests stretched as far as the eye could see, a sea of green cloaked in white. Deep white winters blanketed the landscape, the crisp air biting at your cheeks with every breath. Life moved slowly, in tune with the rhythm of the land, dictated by the changing seasons and the rising and setting of the sun. Nestled in a quiet valley, sheltered from the harshest winds, sat Dorwin Hollow. Not bustling with activity, but alive with a quiet sense of community. Just a handful of homes and hearts beating in unison. Neighbors helped each other through the long winters, sharing what little they had. Laughter echoed in the snow-covered streets, a warm sound against the cold. Children played with abandon, their rosy cheeks a testament to the invigorating air, making snow angels in the pristine snow and building elaborate forts that would stand until the spring thaw. Smoke curled lazily from chimneys, a comforting sign of life and warmth within. Bread baked in wood-fired ovens, its aroma mingling with the scent of pine, creating a uniquely comforting atmosphere. Life was unhurried, each day marked by a simple peace that is hard to find in our modern world. Winters were long and demanding, with snow piled high against every door and window. But inside, families gathered by warm hearts, finding solace and strength in each other's company. Stories were shared, passed down through generations, and songs sung softly in the flickering firelight. Food preserved from summer's bounty was savored, each bite a reminder of warmer days. Togetherness and comfort filled the days, making the long winters bearable. Dorwin Hollow was a haven, a sanctuary of simple joys and enduring connections, a peaceful world wrapped in a blanket of snow where worries seemed to melt away with the falling flakes. The village thrived in its quiet way, a testament to the resilience and spirit of its inhabitants. Time seemed to slow to a crawl in Dorwin Hollow, allowing for moments of reflection and appreciation. The outside world, with all its troubles and complexities, felt incredibly far away, a distant echo. Here, life was gentle and serene, a stark contrast to the hustle and bustle of modern society. The snow muffled every sound, creating a sense of profound peace. The village was content in its isolation, untouched by the rapid changes sweeping the world. A hidden gem sparkling in the heart of the Canadian winter, a place where peace reigned supreme, a reminder of the simple beauty that can be found in a life lived close to nature. One winter, something strange happened. The snow fell deeper, the wind howled. Dorwin Hollow was gripped by a profound silence. Not the usual winter quiet, something deeper. No smoke from chimneys, no laughter, no lights. Paths remained untouched, the village utterly still. It was as if the village held its breath. Weeks later, travelers arrived. The village looked pristine, like a painting. Snow lay smooth, undisturbed. No footprints, only silence. They called out, but only echoes replied. Inside, homes were orderly but deserted. Tables set, food half prepared, beds made, fires long cold, clothes folded neatly. It was as if everyone had vanished, in the middle of an ordinary winter day. No sign of struggle, no hurried departure, just emptiness, frozen in time. The mystery began to take shape. Dorwin Hollow was now a silent enigma. The world outside would soon wonder, what happened here? The answer was lost in the snow. No one could explain what happened. The mystery of Dorwin Hollow spread quickly. Whispers and rumors filled nearby towns. Search parties found no clues, no struggle. It was as if the villagers had dissolved into thin air. The story faded into legend as years passed. Dorwin Hollow became a chilling tale for winter nights. Fewer remembered its name, its silence. The village slept under snow and time, Forests crept back, animals moved in. The secret remained, tightly held. Silence reigned year after year. Darwin Hollow waited, forgotten, a story dreaming beneath the ice, its mystery preserved in the cold air. The world moved on, but the village stayed lost. Only the wind remembered. The legend lingered, quiet and unresolved. Darwin Hollow's secret was safe. Decades later, far from the snow, something stirred. In a busy city, Arthur, an artist, began to dream. Night after night, he saw a snowy village. Lanterns glowed softly, paths wound through snow. He never saw faces, only shadows and presence. The village felt real, cold air, crunching snow. Details were vivid, a church steeple, a frozen stream, an old well. Arthur sketched what he saw, filling page after page. The village on paper matched his dreams exactly. Friends marveled at the detail, but Arthur felt a deeper connection. It was as if he'd known the place before, or as if the place knew him. The mystery called to him through his art. He couldn't shake the feeling of familiarity. The dreams persisted, growing stronger. Arthur felt compelled to understand. The village haunted his waking thoughts. He wondered if it was real. The sketches became his obsession. The unseen village beckoned. Arthur was ready to follow. The mystery deepened. Arthur, driven by the vividness of his dreams, sought validation for the images swirling in his mind. He decided to show his sketches, these hauntingly familiar drawings, to a historian, hoping to find a connection, a name, anything that could anchor his visions to reality. The historian, a man weathered by years of poring over forgotten lore, recognized the village depicted in Arthur's sketches, Darwin Hollow. His eyes widened slightly as he traced the familiar outlines on the aged paper. He told Arthur the legend, a chilling tale whispered through generations, the sudden silence that fell upon Darwin Hollow, the inexplicable vanishing of its inhabitants, leaving behind only empty homes and unanswered questions. It was a place swallowed by mystery. As the historian spoke, Arthur felt a profound connection. He realized with a jolt that his dreams weren't mere figments of his imagination, but echoes of a real place, a forgotten tragedy. His subconscious had somehow tapped into the lost history of Darwin Hollow. Every detail, from the placement of the stones, every path, every twist and turn of the overgrown trails, identical to what he had seen in his dreams. The realization sent a shiver down his spine. It was as if his dreams were not just dreams, but a window to the past, a portal through which he could glimpse the forgotten reality of Darwin Hollow. The line between imagination and history blurred. Arthur felt an undeniable, deep calling to visit this place, to walk in the footsteps of those who had vanished, to understand the silence that had consumed Darwin Hollow. He had to see it for himself. He meticulously prepared for a journey to remote Canada, poring over old maps and historical records, determined to locate the lost village. He knew the journey would be arduous, but the pull of Darwin Hollow was too strong to resist. After days of relentless travel, he finally found it, the hidden valley, nestled amidst snow-capped mountains, just as he had seen in his dreams. The landscape was eerily familiar. Nature, in its relentless march, had reclaimed much of the village, but the shape of Darwin Hollow, the layout of its streets and homes, remained etched upon the land. Ruins like skeletal remains peeked from the snow, paths once bustling with life, now overgrown with vegetation. Arthur walked through the silent village, his heart pounding with a mixture of awe and trepidation. He was finally here, in the place that had haunted his dreams for so long. Yet he felt a peaceful presence, a sense of tranquility, not fear. The air was filled with a gentle welcome, as if the village itself was acknowledging his arrival. He stood quietly, absorbing the atmosphere, letting the silence of Darwin Hollow wash over him. He felt a connection to this place, a sense of belonging he couldn't explain. Then, in a voice barely above a whisper, he spoke to the empty landscape. "I see you. I remember you." It was a promise, a declaration of recognition. As if in response, the wind rustled through the snowy trees, creating a soft, mournful sound. The village seemed to sigh, acknowledging his words. Arthur felt a profound sense of closure, a weight lifting from his shoulders. The mystery of Darwin Hollow was still there, shrouded in the mists of time, but so was peace, a sense of acceptance. He left Darwin Hollow, changed by the encounter, carrying with him the memory of a forgotten place and the weight of its untold story. Darwin Hollow was no longer just a dream, a figment of his imagination. It was real, a tangible piece of history, and remembered, brought back from the brink of oblivion by one man's persistent visions. The story lived on, carried in his heart. Arthur, with a hesitant voice but a clear passion, shared his story and sketches. He laid out his drawings on the table, each line and shadow carefully rendered from the landscapes of his dreams. As Arthur finished, a hush fell over the room. Then slowly others came forward, their eyes wide with recognition, sharing similar dreams and experiences. A sense of shared wonder began to fill the space. They too saw a snowy village nestled amongst rolling hills, a place where the air was crisp and still, and lanterns were always glowing with a warm, inviting light. The details were strikingly similar, almost impossibly so. Their dreams echoed Arthur's visions, the same quaint church with its snow-laden steeple, a beacon of hope in the winter landscape. It was a place of solace and quiet contemplation. The same ancient stone well, its mouth covered in a thick blanket of snow, stood as a silent sentinel, guarding the secrets of the village. It was as if they all, unknowingly, visited the same place in sleep, drawn to a location that existed just beyond the veil of reality. No faces were ever seen clearly, only peaceful presences felt. The village felt calm, never frightening but rather welcoming and serene. Dreamers sensed gentle inhabitants, always just out of sight, as if they were playing a game of hide-and-seek in the mists of the dreamscape. The dreams were filled with quiet observation, a sense of being a mere spectator. Visitors glimpsed a secret, sleeping world, a place where time seemed to stand still. Always winter, the landscape perpetually draped in white, and always lanterns glowing, casting a warm and inviting light in the otherwise stark landscape. A feeling of waiting hung heavy in the air, an anticipation of something about to happen. Dorwin Hollow seemed to be patiently paused, holding its breath for an unknown event. The dreamers felt anticipation, not sadness or fear, but a sense of hopeful expectation. The village was held in a peaceful moment, suspended between what was and what could be. A snowy tableau, a living painting etched into their minds, a scene that refused to fade with the morning light. The dreams connected strangers across time and space, forging an invisible bond between them. Dorwin Hollow became a shared mystery, a puzzle they were all compelled to solve. A place of gentle wonder, a realm of ethereal beauty just beyond reach, forever tantalizingly out of grasp. The story spread, quietly inspiring a sense of awe and curiosity in those who heard it. The village lived on, not just in dreams, but in the collective imagination. Lanterns glowed for all who visited, beckoning them closer to the heart of the mystery, offering a glimmer of hope in the darkness. The mystery deepened softly, like snow falling on a still night. Dorwin Hollow waited, timeless, patient, and ever-present in the dreams of those who sought it. A haven in the landscape of sleep, a refuge from the waking world, a serene sanctuary where the boundaries between reality and dreams blurred into nothingness. Why did Dorwin Hollow vanish? No one knows. Why do strangers dream of it? Another mystery, some connections defy explanation, weaving through time. The story touches something deep in us. Maybe some places never truly leave. They shift, living on in memory and dreams. Dorwin Hollow is a whisper, refusing silence, a story wanting to be told softly. Perhaps it waits between waking and sleep, lanterns glowing in the snows of imagination, a haven for gentle dreamers. Its mystery is part of its charm. Tonight, as you drift off, let your dreams wander. Maybe you'll visit that quiet, snowy place. Lanterns will guide you, peace will greet you. Don't be afraid, just be a gentle visitor. Shh, it's time to sleep. Good night, and may your dreams be deep.